A chilling video is sweeping across TikTok, showing allegedly Adrianna Younge being dragged into the pool at the hotel, wrapped in a white sheet. This haunting footage has sparked outrage and questions, pulling us into a case shrouded in mystery and suspicion. So why does this suspicious video matter? Let's dive into the troubling details of the Adrianna Younge case. Please subscribe. Adrianna's autopsy concluded that she drowned, but the public isn't convinced. Demands for a second autopsy were denied, fueling distrust amongst the public. From the start, this case has been riddled with inconsistencies. After Adrianna vanished, hotel staff barred her family from searching the premises where she was last seen. Authorities claim CCTV showed her getting into a car, but that was later debunked. It took protests to force the hotel to open its doors. When searchers finally gained access, they found Adrianna's body floating in the pool, marked with strange bruises and injuries that suggested something sinister.
After researching drowning cases, this does not look natural. Adrianna had white marks on her face and on her arms, possibly on her legs. I don't remember that, and I'm not gonna lie, it is traumatic to go and look for this. It's like a chemical burn, and I am surprised that nobody is saying that, or at least I have not came across anyone saying it. I did see that some people were thinking it was part of the sacrifice and then trying to clean up the evidence. I don't know anything about sacrifices. I may need to look into that, but I did find out that like the skin slippage and peeling does happen after staying in pool for days. And these burns, they don't just show up on the face and arms. What I think happened, I might be wrong, but let me know, is she was placed in the tub with some chemicals. Whoever the idiot was, they were thinking they will dissolve her. But the chaos outside was happening so fast and they did not have time. So, or they were cleaning, like you guys said, after the sacrifice, they were trying to dissolve her. Also, I 100% believe she did not drown in that pool. There are images of the pool. You can clearly see on the bottom, nobody saw her for 20 hours. Also, you can see a white sheet in that pool. I guarantee you would be able to see a brown girl with black hair in there, if you can see the sheet.
But these injuries were suspiciously absent from the autopsy report. A cotton ball was found lodged in her nose, but this was removed before the autopsy and was never documented in the final report. Shockingly, her body was not stored properly in a fridge and was left to decompose, possibly destroying critical evidence.
It was strange to me that Dr. Caleb never came back to correct the record, because even the father wanted it to be known that the body was tampered with before the autopsy began, that someone removed the cotton buds. Even Dr. Caleb concurred that if you do an autopsy on someone and they're missing the cotton buds stuffed into their nose that the body was found with, it's much easier to say, oh, they died without force and nobody killed them, which is what I've seen some headlines saying, that nobody killed this girl. The evidence was removed from the body. What was the chain of custody? Who tampered with the evidence? Was it when the state pathologist went? Was it a policeman? Was it someone else that was paid off for the funeral parlor? Was someone paid to turn off the AC or the refrigeration device to allow her body to go into an advanced state of decomposition? Because nobody can give account of how a body can get into that condition if it's stored properly. So the doctor has not come forward to clarify that evidence was missing from the body and it was tampered with before this impartial autopsy began with impartial people that came, these international renowned experts.
The public's call for justice grew louder after a leaked voice note from a nurse described the disturbing condition of Adrianna's body, lending weight to suspicions of foul play.
Somebody reached out to me and sent me back the video, so I finally get it back. You see me, and I say, so what you start now, I'm going to play the video the ending of this so that you can hear the account and I can draw the conclusion. By the way, it's a graphic, so brace the impact. Check it.
That friggin' child then drunk, no way. Can number one, when the girl comes to the hospital, when child body comes to the hospital, the police had the forensic people doing work on the girl when the doctor in charge come in to swab the child to see if they touch her in any way sexually or whatever. And they tell the doctor in charge that they can't swap ship because they don't do it, that she can't do the work and they don't do it. When she come in the hospital this morning, all we was talking about the case. Everybody saying how they can't sleep because of what go on and saying the story, they can't sleep, whatever. You know, she said that when they see the little child anus, which was her rectum, was relaxed and it was turned out, inside out. She's never seen that before. All them doctors who went there was stating that the child's skin had abrasions. Even the freaking doctor by we there was surgery child body. They got a report all in the freaking records room stating that the child's skin had abrasions on it, bruising. Right? They never take the report from the hospital nor nothing. The police them carry that child away in the Easy Girl van, and nobody was able to go down with her, no doctor nor nobody. Now you're hearing some other scunt. Look, whatever they get, look for them.
Yeah, so that voice note says that Adrianna's behind was out of her body and turned inside out, which speaks to foul play. So that nurse was fired for speaking out, which many believe confirms her account. Whispers of a cover-up intensified with rumors that local officials may have actually targeted Adrianna before she disappeared. So there was this strange man you can see on the right here that was seen near the pool when Adrianna was discovered. You can see on the right here that his legs are wet up to the knees before anybody entered the water. Numerous witnesses claim the pool was empty and clear the night before, according to hotel staff and drone footage suggesting Adrianna's body was placed there before the public rioted and gained access to the hotel. So that same man with the water up to his knees was spotted setting a hotel room on fire, possibly destroying evidence. Witnesses say he arrived in a police car and was identified as Officer Leroy Smith. And on the left here, you can actually see him in front of a police car. He allegedly asked Adrianna an odd question the night before Adrianna disappeared.
So according to Sir Brian, who is the father of Adrianna Younge, and to one of his cousins I spoke to on a live last night, they said that something bizarre happened with Officer Leroy Smith a couple of days before Adrianna even went missing. And that was a conversation between Leroy Smith and Sir Brian, where Leroy Smith asked Adrianna's father if Adrianna had a mobile phone. Now that to me is the biggest red flag in this case. Like, just why would a man in his, late 30s probably, be inquiring about somebody else's 11-year-old child and whether she had access to a mobile phone? Like, do you want to contact her? Like, what would be the reason? Now, to me, the one reason I'd be looking at is he wanted to make sure that Adrianna didn't have any kind of device that would make her trackable. If I was in the streets and somebody I'd even known from school would come up to me and said, you know, your 12-year-old daughter, because I've got a 12-year-old, has she got a mobile phone? I'd be like, what the f*** do you want to know that for? Like, what is your business for? Like, what are you looking to do at this point? Like, why do you want to know if she's got a mobile phone? And I just wonder, like, why do you guys think he was asking? What other reason could there have been other than there was plans in motions before this?
Many think Adrianna was placed there similar to the 2012 case where a person who disappeared was also framed as an accidental drowning and the owner's son was arrested but let go 5 years later. A white sheet was seen in the footage of Adrianna's body being rescued, and that same sheet could possibly be in the new footage of Adrianna being dragged into the pool the night she disappeared. So the questions are piling up, but answers remain scarce. Adrianna Younge's story demands attention as the truth behind her death continues to slip through the cracks. Adrianna is being laid to rest today, and the family is calling for no protest because many feel that, you know, she deserves and they are demanding a second autopsy because there's just too many questions left unanswered in this case. I personally believe that Adrianna was placed there. I mean, that footage of the CCTV the night before clearly shows that there was nobody in that pool, and how the hotel staff acted so suspicious throughout this entire case. And you know what? At the end of the day, I always trust the parents and what their gut says, and they believe that something else happened to their daughter besides drowning. What do you guys think? Sound off in the comments below. I read your comments, and please don't forget to subscribe by hitting my face right here. See you in the next video. Bye, guys.